Hi, my name is Irina. Welcome to my channel and the mess. And a little warning, I have to clean up. I cannot do anything anymore. But I told you before, I think I did, I should have told you before that I have made so much. I've made two, not so many, but two videos in a row organizing my stuff and doing my stuff because I thought, hey, my room is so clean, I don't need to clean up, I can do some organization so I can skip a week, because I post on Saturdays. So I made two videos at once and I posted them 1 week later, so apart, not later. However, in this week things exploded and I cannot work here anymore, so I have to clean up. And I will show you how it looks like here. It's amazingly terrible. But the thing is, you will see me working on a clean surface before you see the Saturday video of the cleanup. How about that? So don't get confused. If you watch them every day, don't get confused. But let me just show you what's going on here. I cannot work anymore. So I was filming and I'm like, So this is my desk. I could work here. But other than that, I cannot work anywhere. You see that? You see that? And it goes all the way because I tried to rest my paper clips and I made a mess over there. And then if I go back slowly, it also goes all the way here. So there's no... Oh, there's a little free spot. Oh, look at that. It goes all the way over there. And I'm not super motivated, So I need you to motivate me. Let me put you back. And I don't know if I post you in between or what. So if the beginning is a little messed up, I apologize. If not, we're good. However, I am very annoyed that I did that this way, that I made two cleaning videos at once, and now it's kind of messes up my schedule. So like I said, you will be seeing this, but before that you will see a whole week of clean desk, probably. I don't know, I might mess it up in a day or two again. But you know what I mean, right? So it kind of annoys me, but there's nothing I can do about it because I can't do anything anymore. That's it. I can't do anything anymore. I have to clean up, and you are here to motivate me. Yes, you are, because I cannot do this by myself. I cannot. I'm truly not feeling too well again, and I'm always a little concerned to tell you that I don't feel good, because a couple of times I have had people telling me that I annoy them with my telling them that I don't feel good, with my complaints, okay? So I'm always like, but that's my life. So what am I supposed to do? I can't change it. That's just how I feel. Oops, they got stuck together. Get unstuck. Oh my God, how do I Oh, there you go. It's just my life. So I have to go through this. So everybody has to go through this with me. Right? Whatever. If you don't want to watch, you just don't watch. Most of the stuff, and that's annoying to me too, I'm going to put back into my journal thingy, because most of this stuff is from my journal, for my journal. And now if I put it back in, next time I'm gonna take it back out, and it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. I don't know. I'm a little annoyed about that. I used, and I don't know, have you seen it yet? Or will you see it next week? Or you probably, I have no idea. No, you must have seen it. I don't know. The videos are messed up. The Saturday's videos are the ones that are on Saturday. And I have worked a lot on my journal. A lot. You will be able to tell, because I had a lot of episodes and they were all long. you know, all these long episodes of, I don't even know, an hour. But I could make them shorter because I was working and I was in the flow and I can't stop. And then I have to continue doing things, right? So I think if I just do it real quick here, I might get through it in maybe half an hour. In half an hour, we're gonna look much better here, hopefully, you know. I'm also like, I do not know what I showed you and what I didn't show you on Monday, because I decided to take some stuff with me to my therapy and show it to my therapist, because I know she's happy to see me do stuff, you know, and that's something new that I'm doing. And so yeah, there will be a lot of confusion probably. I do not know. We will see. We will see what happens. What happens, happens, right? And if you see a thing or two twice, you're not gonna die. And if you don't want to see a thing or two twice, you don't need to watch, okay? You have my permission to just not to watch the videos. Okay? Oh, God. But I have all of these little tiny things. What is this? Where did this come from? And then I have threads because every morning I'm sewing and stamping and watercoloring and oh lordy, I'm having so much fun. If you haven't done it yet, go ahead, start sewing and watercoloring and, you know, doing all this cool stuff just for your mental health, you know. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to keep this little, I think I'm gonna put them into my scrap bin. And I need to make more scrap ruffles for my Etsy store, and I'm not getting there, and it's just, I don't know, because I have what, 50 items now in my store. It's hard for me to keep up with everything. And once I start one thing, I want to make a batch of it, right? I'm not gonna make just 2 or 3 of them. I have to make, like my ruffles, I make 30 or 40 packs at once, because that's what I have to do. Otherwise, I will make ruffles every day, just a couple packs, and that's not my specialty here. Okay, I think all of this I can part with. I'm putting everything that I can part with right here, right now, because I think that's trash. It's okay. We really don't need to keep everything, girl. It's not that good for you, and that's also not good for my mental health, because then I want to use up all of it, right? If I keep all of it, I want to use all of it, and if I don't use it, it kind of makes me feel guilty a little bit, because I have it all here and I kept it for a reason, and then I don't use it. So those little things, how can I throw away a scrap of this? But I have a whole bunch of jeans stuff laying around, you know. But still, I also don't want to toss this because it has such a cool shape. Oh, I have to. I'm gonna try and toss a couple more things today. Okay, so I have this from an envelope, and I was about to toss it. I folded it to toss it, and then when I folded it, I was like, girl, those are perfect pockets to go over a page. You cannot toss them. Like, and there's another half envelope left from what I was doing. More jeans stuff. This goes... I want to see, am I able to do this in half an hour? You know, it's been 9 minutes, but we're still okay. I also want to show myself that it's actually, you know how we don't want to clean up because we feel overwhelmed and we think it's going to take forever. But I want to show myself that half an hour is like magical. Does it make sense? It's like things can be so much better in just half an hour. Half an hour is not much, right? So if you have homes and bins and, you know, where if you know where stuff goes, and if you also can get rid of some of it, okay? Just get rid of some of it. I'm not telling you to get rid of the pretty stuff, but, well, that's pretty. To me, that's pretty. But some of this needs to go because we all know we have a million books and we will keep ripping them and ripping them and ripping them, right? And we will keep having those little leftovers more and more and more. So let's just try. I'm going to put away my thread, even though I know I'm going to take it out tomorrow again. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna just try. Oh, I think my daughter came back home. Yeah, she did. I'm gonna take a short break. Michelle just came home from work, and while I was talking to her, I was picking up stuff from the floor. And I told her that yesterday I went to the casino and I stayed there for a long time. I wasn't losing. I was just having fun, you know. I play craps. So as long as I'm not losing, I'm good. I can stay. I can have fun. And it was like 1 a.m. I think, 1 something. At one point, I look at the clock. It's like 1 something. And then just a short time later, somebody's like, oh, it's 3 a.m. And I'm like, God dang it. I gotta go home. I have to go home. The time just ran by, you know, and I don't mind. I don't go too much anymore. There was a time where I went a lot. Still not losing. Just for those of you who are concerned, my therapist is not concerned because I'm still not losing. And I'm telling her the truth all the time. I think the therapist is the, well, I'm not a liar, but I will not tell you everything. Is that lying? That's not lying, right? I'm not going to tell you my whole life story here. Well, I did, basically. Actually, I did a lot of it. But however, she's the only person who knows everything. Just everything. She's not concerned with me going because she sees how it's, you know, I always have proof. I always have proof. That's one of my problems. I always have proof for everything, you know. I have proof that I'm not taking too many of my meds because I will bring her my medication bottle and show her, look, I still have like more than I should, so I'm taking less than I should. You know, I always have to have proof that I'm not a bad person. I'm not a junkie, I'm not a gambler, I'm not a bad person, I'm not this, I'm not, I don't know. I have to stop doing that, but apparently it's very hard for me. So, however, I don't know where I was. Oh yeah, I stayed super long. Super long. But the drive home was good because there was no cars. There was no cars. So I could just go home. There was no traffic at all. Well, that's not true. There was traffic at some point and I was like, why is everybody driving home at that time? But then there was no cars anymore. So that was good. Okay, I like this. But seriously, am I still gonna punch more? Oh, I also like when you open it. Oh my God, girl, stop it. I also like when you open it up. And maybe, oh, and I like the, oh my God. Can't toss it. Nope, nope, not possible. Sorry. I have my miscellaneous box right here, which I'm gonna put back. Oh, there's the jeans. I'm gonna put it back in where it belongs. I covered the top with this, what do you call it? Do you call it a bandana? From my husband. He didn't use it in a long time. He gave it to me. But I found a spot for it. And now I lost, oh, because the spot that I found for it was the spot for my beads. So I didn't actually find a spot for it. Oh, girl, lady. Look at this. Prettiest napkin ever because I use it when I watercolor. And finally, I can put this into my watercolors. Aren't they dry? They are dry. Because they were drying forever. Don't leave your, don't close your watercolors once you're done. Because otherwise, I don't know, they might be moldy or something. Always let them dry. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So I have this. Then I do have, and you know what? This is way too long that I did for my junk journal. I'm thinking right now, not junk journal. This is my book of ideas. And I left it long because I wasn't sure if I'm going to use it somewhere else. And right now I was thinking of cutting it shorter, and now I'm like, no, maybe I will figure out a different closure for this journal, and then I need this because I don't have this leather stuff. This just came from somewhere. I don't know. And I love it. However, I'm looking for ideas for my own journal in my own book of ideas, okay? Which I think is really cool. Okay, I have inks here. And then I have the calendar still here. And yes, you guessed right. Luna's vet bills are still here. Because every time, you know what? I'm going to fold them up. And I'm going to stick it into my hoodie pocket. Yes, yes, yes. This way, I will get them at least to the kitchen. At least to the kitchen. I have the dried flowers here. Oh, aren't they cool? Or plants, or flowers, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to put them in the back of my cart, because that's where they came from. I have this, and this needs to go away. These I'm thinking, I'm not sure. I want to coffee dye them and use them in a journal. They are for this year, but Michelle, for my birthday, she prints me like a monthly one, so 12 pieces of paper. And there is BJ, the dog who passed, my very, very first dog. She prints a picture of him, and then the monthly calendar, and I love it so much. And I only need one calendar. I don't need two calendars, so I don't need to use this anywhere. And I was thinking, if I coffee dye it, I can totally use it in my journal as pages, like this, right? Whoop. So from one side, let's see this, right? So if I use it in my journal, from one side it will be like this, and from the other side it will be like this, which is cool too, right? So that's what I was thinking, and I need to bring it to stuff that I need to coffee dye, but because I'm so far behind on my Etsy stuff, I also need to coffee dye for my Etsy first. So it's gonna take a while until I get to this part here. But it's okay. I think I have a drawer with stuff to coffee dye. All right, so this will go away, and this will go, it has a home. So this will go home, basically. This will go home, and this will go, oh my God, look, it only took me 20 minutes, and it's so much better now. It's amazing. It's amazing. And sometimes you just think it's impossible. It's going to take me forever and ever. So I'm going to put all of these things home real quick. I've decided to keep those here because those are my watercolor pencils. And since I'm watercoloring a lot, I want to also try to use my pencils too. So I'm going to put them right here where the watercolors are. And something is hiding behind it. More trash. What's underneath? Wow, nothing's underneath my mat. Okay, we're good. All right. So, not much more left to go here. I do have still these and these that I did cut out in one of my weekly sittings. Oh, I like it. Maybe I should take some stuff from my desk. What is this? Oh, I like it too. I like everything. Oh, we can put away tweezers. We do have a little card that we can decorate. Okay. This is like a stem for a flower. I do not have a home for these. At least not yet. I do have a home for fabric snippets, but believe it or not, those are just little tiny ones. I don't... kind of does fit. So we're good. It fits. So this got a home. And this got a home, and all the little leftover things here. Now I have all these frames here. I could put them into frames. I think this is going to go into use because it's so small. It's just the leftover one. And I still have the... Okay, I'm gonna make a flower for my journal. Definitely at least one, so I'm gonna keep it here. Okay, what are we thinking? Frames. Little frames. I do have a thing for frames, but I'm afraid if I put it in there, you see banners and frames, and because they are so intricate. Oh, ooh, who am I? Look at that. I have a little baggie right here. I don't want them to rip, so I will put them extra. Okay. Go, 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 go. And then I'm gonna use just a little piece of washi tape to close it or to seal it. I guess we would say. So, and I will never think of them again. No, that's not true. I used some of my frames. I will think of them. Look how many frames. These are banners and frames. But look how much stuff I got in here. I truly don't need to make anything. I need to keep making journals. I'm going to keep making journals. I was thinking about making signatures and signatures and signatures. The only problem with me making journals is I don't like to make covers at all. So right now I'm on my third signature and I'm thinking, I hate it already. I have this thought in the back of my mind. When you finish this, you will have to make a cover. And I don't like to make a cover, guys. So bad. I just don't. So, but if I keep making signatures and never put them into covers, what do? I can't just sell signatures. Not that I sell my journals anyways. Apropos, I need to tell you something that makes me really sad. Hold on, let me put this away. When I made my layout journal, 2024, I wanted to use it for myself, right? And then I got a message on Etsy from a nice lady. And she said, I know you wanted to use it for yourself, but I really love this one. Would you consider selling it? So I'm like, all right, I have so many journals. And I always say I'm going to use it for myself. Like, I have this one, which I told you years ago I'm going to use for myself. Have I used it? I just wrote down a couple things into it, okay? By the way, I should... book cover purple. I should write down. See, I didn't make many journals in my whole life. And I definitely didn't offer for sale a lot. However, I never write in it. So I thought about it and I thought about it and I was like, all right. She really wants it. She sounded like she's going to take care of it. She loved it. And I decided to sell it to her, which went great. You know, she transferred the money. I sent the journal out. And I asked her to let me know when she receives it. And she never messaged back. I looked up. It was delivered. And I emailed her just to double check. But she didn't say anything. And now I'm sad. First of all, I don't know if my journal is in a home now where it's not liked. I don't know if it makes sense. It's not a baby, right? It's not alive. But I'm putting, like my therapist said, I'm putting a part of myself into this. Especially also because every time I make everything myself, right? Like 99% of the journals or what's in the journal is my idea, or not my idea, but my making. I made it with my own two hands. And I talk a lot about my life, which goes, like the vibe goes into the journal, right? So it's kind of hard for me to live with selling a journal and never hearing back. Now, I don't know. I do make a flip through all of my journals, and I always tell you, right? Oh, this looks like that, and this is, you know, I made a little mistake. Or even if I'm making my journals, I always show you if I covered up a mistake, if there's something wonky or whatever, right? At least that's, I think I do. However, now I'm thinking she watched the flip through a couple of times, and she was the one messaging me asking for it. And she must have really wanted it. I had a good feeling, okay? And now I don't. Now I feel like, what if she hates it? What if... I don't think she tossed it because she paid a lot of money for it, but maybe she just put it in a corner and she doesn't appreciate it and doesn't want it, and I don't know how to explain it. Everybody who made the journal will probably understand. So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for me. I don't know if you're watching and maybe you're just not tech savvy or whatever, because we did have a couple problems before with emailing. If you're watching and you're hearing this, and please let me know. I mean, please, because I kind of want to know where my journal is right now, and if you are enjoying it. You know what I mean? I don't know, guys. What do you think? What do you think? Do you feel the same way when you make a journal and maybe even sell it? It's kind of weird. To me, it's just kind of weird. I don't know. Okay, so I have so much time now that I'm just going to spray some paper and get a little towel here and actually clean my table a little bit. What? I have so much time on hand. I will show you in just a second, because everything is cleaned up. Everything except for my paper clips, because I don't have the box here. I took the box out when I went to, what you call it? Rust my paper clips. So the box is still outside. I cannot put them away. I separated them. I just took the metal ones and not the ones that are coated. Oh wow, look at that. And not the ones that are coated with plastic. Now I'm thinking I'm gonna maybe take off some plastic of the ones that are coated, because the thing is, and I don't know where I put the paper clip. I had it here, and then I was cleaning up, and that was my only paper clip that rested. I put it right here. Where did it go? Did I put it in my pocket? Luna's bills? Oh, no. See, this one didn't rest at all, or barely. Just at the ends. I don't know if you can tell. But from the whole batch that I put in there, oh, I think, yeah, this one is coated. I wanted to take the coat off and see. But from the whole batch that I put in there, only one rested. And I lost it while I was cleaning up. I know for a fact I brought it in here. And then where did I put it? Maybe I put it into my box with all of my stuff. I do not know. Let's put Luna's bills back into my pocket. Otherwise, they're going to be here in 5 weeks still. They're all paid. I just need to put them away. They somehow, ended up with my stuff that I brought from the kitchen. There it is. So the same pack of paper clips that I bought, I put them all in the same solution, and only one of them rested. Now you explain to me, how is this possible? It's the same pack of the same paper clips that I bought. And only one of them is rusty. The other ones are still shiny. And this one, I noticed that it might be resting here, but it's also kind of coated. Let's see. Let's do it together here. It looks like there is like plastic on top. Can we take it off at all? The plastic. Oh, I took off a piece of it. Okay, so it must be possible, but it would be a pain in the butt. Definitely would be a pain in the butt to take all the plastic off of this. So how do we do it easier? Is there an easier way? I know if I'm going to take the X-Acto knife, I'm going to lose my finger. So let's try the X-Acto knife. Nope, it might be. Am I going to sit here and try to take coating? You know what? I am going to sit here and take the coating off one. And I'm telling you right now, if this one rests, then this girl will be sitting here every morning and take
the coating off at least one, one a day. So I have rested self-made paper clips. Okay, maybe not in my direction, girl. Go away from yourself when you use a knife, okay? Okay, so if I cut off parts of it, I guess if I cut off just parts of it, I should be able to see anyway already, right? If it's gonna rust. But because I am who I am, cutting off parts of it is not gonna be enough. I need to take the whole thing off, the whole coating. Okay, I did partially. One little piece is left and it's on the inside. Don't cut your finger off. Don't cut your finger off. Okay, come on. You can do this. You think I will be patient? Oh, I know I will. If this one will get rusty, this girl will be patient enough to do it. I know that a lot of you won't be patient enough, and that's fine. But for me, it will become an obsession. Yes, it will. I just have a little piece left on here. Okay, so this one is done. I took it up, and because I'm on it, I'm also going to try one of the pink ones. Right? Because why not? We're gonna, wow, this is so much thicker. So much thicker than on the little one. Okay, but it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna try. What is the time? Oh, half an hour. Look at that. We're cleaned. I will show you in just a second. Well, I don't know how many seconds this is gonna take, but I'm definitely taking off the coating of this one. I'm not stopping now. My problem is I'm too determined. I can't be a failure. I don't stop. I do not stop. I wish I could just kind of slide it off, you know, but I don't think this is gonna happen. So I'm cutting it off from one side. At least I found a way to do it. No. Still wondering why only one of them rusted from the same pack. Still wondering. This looks kind of dark and I like it. Okay, so even if those don't rust, I will be taking off the plastic. Is there an easier? Can I burn off the plastic? Would it burn off? Somebody know that? Otherwise, I would make a little fire and throw them all outside, of course, because I'm not allowed to burn down my house. That's not allowed here in my house to burn it down. Okay, so those two I'm gonna put into the solution. I need to mark them somehow. No, I will just take a small little container and put some solution in there just to see those two, if that worked or not. All right, let me show you how super clean my room is right now. Well, super clean compared to what it was. Watch this. Everything's free. Free all the way over there, except for the paper clips, like I said. And then I need to keep this because I'm looking for ideas. This is the journal I'm working on. This is my morning stuff I'm working on, so I'm not putting this anywhere. But other than that, look how much room I got to clean and mess up. And it only took us, what, 25 minutes? It was more talking than working. So let me put you back on. I don't know about you. Oh, I didn't pose you? Did I show you? Oh, who knows? Did I show you guys? I don't know. Did I show you the room? This video is kind of upsetting today because I'm not sure if I showed you. I'm gonna get up and do it again real quick. Don't be mad at me if I showed you this before and I'm showing you twice. Okay? Don't be mad at me, but everything is clean. Because my computer sometimes pauses and then it doesn't. Okay, I hope I didn't show you twice, and if I did, I did, okay? And if I didn't, then at least I showed you once. Everything is clean now, and I'm gonna sit here and do this. And you know what? I wanted to tell you before I go. We always think when we see, you saw how it looked, right? Hopefully it was filming. So when we come into the room and it looks like a mess like this, first of all, I don't know about you, but at some point it gets to a point where I cannot be creative anymore. I can be creative in a mess. Yes, I like it. I like to have stuff around me and everything. And I will create and just grab stuff from my desk and whatever. I like it. But it comes to a point when there is no space anymore to put anything, then I cannot be creative anymore. It just blocks everything. And then I start thinking, most of the time I will be like, oh my God, that's gonna take forever to clean up. I don't feel like cleaning up, blah. I'm not gonna craft, okay? So I will stop doing what I was doing for a while until, you know, I have to clean up anyways. But it doesn't take long. You have seen it. I cleaned up in like 25 minutes, and most of it I talked, right? Most of the time. So maybe 15 minutes for you and it will be done. I think. Look how efficient I have gotten in taking the plastic off. And I never used the plastic ones anyway. I bought them when I was making my junk journals, my pocket letters, because I like the different colors, but now I don't. So I'm gonna put those in different solutions and just see how it's gonna work. In the same solution in a different container. There you go. And look, one of them is dark inside and the other one is not. I don't know. However, thank you so much for motivating me. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope you guys are all happy and healthy and having a great day. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.